Well, hello there. Welcome in, everybody. Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome in, Tudor. Welcome in, Clayton. How you guys doing? Hope all is well. And yep, today we have the 99th Invitational. So we're getting very close to the 100th anniversary. And it also means we're getting also quite close to the end as well. So, like I say, once we reach 100, then it's all over. So enjoy these remaining invitationals whilst might as well enjoy it whilst they last. And yep, hope you guys are doing well. If you just joined the stream, welcome in. We have not started any games yet, but I will quickly explain the format and also who is playing today. And yep, so pretty much I think this is the last morning one, so there'll be no more 9:30 a.m. invitationals after this tourney. So, like I say, it's coming towards the end of an era. So we might as well, enjoy this and celebrate, these invitationals together. And of course, the final one will be on a Saturday evening. So we're still going to have another one on Saturday next week, but it'll be in the evening, not the morning. And the plan for that is a 2v2 as well to conclude everything. But, of course, today, right now, we've got this invitational. The brackets should be pinned in chat if you want to take a look yourselves, but I'll show you guys anyways. So, here is the bracket. I'll just move the camera out of the way for now. But pretty much, the first game we've got is ADs against Vehicle Ronald. We have Sinksy against Waveboy and Coendu against Philip. All these guys are quite regulars, so most of these players who are signing up pretty much sign up for the majority of the recent tournaments at least. So without these guys, these invitationals won't be as feasible to do, and it's nice to see quite a fair amount of them enjoy playing. And yep, so that is the first round. And in the second round, we've got Arl H facing the winner of ADs and Vehicle Ronald. Then I am facing Luva. And then we've got LG facing either GeoGuessr and Waveboy. And then Topotic, hopefully he'll make it on time later. And he'll be facing either Coendu and Philip. And for the format today, it is NMPZ. As you could guess from the title, but it'll also be on Sidetrack. So we're ending the last Saturday morning on NMPZ and on quite a difficult NMPZ. And also it's worth mentioning that it is a best of 3. So it'll be best of 3 NMPZ games on Sidetrack. And welcome in ADs, and thank you for the 5 streak. Welcome in, Jeff. Hope all is well. So yep. That is the plan. NMPZ Sidetrack. It's a pretty difficult map. And yep, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun today. And yep. And like I said, I think we've got a few winners of the Invitationals playing today. Vehicle Ronald's won a few. Obviously I've won a few. Topotic's won some. Philip has won, I think, 1 or 2. Maybe I'm missing somebody else, but we've got quite a few winners today. But also, like I say, there could be a brand new winner out of this invitational fairly soon. Who knows, Jeff? Welcome in, Sinksy. How's it going? And good morning indeed. And yep. Both ADs and Vehicle appear to be ready. So let's get this underway very shortly. And thank you for the follow, Meko, and welcome in. So, yep, I think everything is good to go. Just need to put the scores on. And we can wish the players the best of luck. And jump into the first NMPZ game. So we'll be starting in 20 seconds. And we'll get this underway. Almost forgot about this tourney. Oh, Jeff, you need to remember, Chris Kamara, it's the last morning one. There'll be no more mornings after this one. Yeah, well, there's only one left after it, to be fair. That's probably why, but either way, let's jump into the game. Best of luck to both ADs and Vehicle Ronald. We'll start in 8 seconds. And yep, let's see what happens today. I mean, anything's possible on this map. Anybody's in for a good chance today. And let's begin. Thank you for the first Yaya. Welcome in. Hope all is well. Nice guess there from Hades. Both players getting rushes straight away there. Very nicely done. Okay. Interesting one. I mean, the lamp in the distance looks like a Malaysia lamp, so I do like Vic Reynolds' guess with the lamp. Okay, Hades going Vietnam. Okay, it was Malaysia, it was Perlis, which makes a lot of sense why it felt a bit weird for a normal Malaysia. That Perlis does have a vibe to it. Perlis does have a vibe. Okay, well, we've just got India here. We've got like a Palmyra palm, it looks like. But it's only one. I would probably send like very East UP, Bihar. Could also see it being more south. But yeah, it's like a rare pocket, I think, that. So I would assume that one was maybe handpicked because like we did have a Palmyra palm, and usually Palmyra palms aren't found that commonly west. Besides like a couple tiny like a couple small spots. Like usually you go more east. But so far it is Vic Ronald in the lead coming into round 5. But like I say, anything could happen in this game. Anything is possible with this map. Yep, should be chilly here with this kind of landscape and environment. Vic Ronald has sent more south of Santiago, which is interesting. This could definitely be a bit more north, but not too far from Santiago. But it looks like we've got continent split. And that is a big round for Vic Ronald. So Vic Ronald's going to take it, and a very nice region guess also in Chile there. So that is going to be 1-0 to Vic Ronald. But it is a best of 3. So AD still has games to play and can still bounce back. But yep, let's get ready for the next game. And we'll start very shortly. Every game today is going to be a best of 3. We did have 11 sign-ups today, so quite a, more towards a smaller turnout. So it's better to get the best of 3s, underway from the get-go. Otherwise, the tournament won't last very long. So, okay, we've got a Denmark versus Slovakia. I mean, that's a really nice guess. Oh my Jeff. Yeah, AD's has got a lot of potential. He does pull off some crazy good guesses. Maybe in a year's time, maybe he'll be even more consistent, with these big rounds. We've got the red reflector facing us. Does that mean we're driving left, or am I going insane? I think this is Cyprus. I don't think it's Greece. We've got Italy. I don't like either of these guesses. I'm pretty sure it's Cyprus. Yeah, because we had the red reflector to the left side. Like, on the guardrail. Like, if we were driving right... Was it a narrow road? I don't know, but to me it looked like we were driving left, especially with the red reflector. The direction we're facing, it made sense to be left. Because if you were right, I think the reflector would have been white. And the red would have been on the other side, if that makes sense. We've got Virginia versus Ohio here. Or West Virginia, sorry. It's a nice guess from Vic Ronald. Okay, should be Russia here. Got a quick send into Tomsk, putting the pressure on. I do agree with Tomsk with the very this soul colour feels very Tomsky. We've got Omsk versus Tomsk. And Vic Ronald's going to take a lot of damage off Hades there. Both players getting the East Russia vibe. But I don't think Hades wants to see any more Russia against Vic Ronald, to be honest. This should be Poland. This is Hades' country. I mean, it's not known for being that region guesser, but there's definitely potential with it being. Okay, we've just got a more central guess from Vic Ronald here. And it was more south. I was debating if it felt strangely south. But yep, right now, Vic Ronald is in the lead. Round 1 was a really big round from Hades. Like, if that was like in a higher multi, then he could have potentially won if it was a later round. But let's be real. I mean, Vic Ronald has won every round since then. So the multi hasn't really gone up for Hades. So ideally he needs to, yeah. And I don't think he wants Ukraine. I think this is Ukraine. Yep, that's going to do it. So Vikrod is going to take the win there and make it through to the next round. So GG's to both players. And Vikrod will be playing, I will double check in a second. Who will they be playing? Yep, GG's, 80s. Not much you can do about that. You had a nice Denmark guess though. Nice Denmark guess. That was a very nice quick send. Yep, so Vikron's playing RLH later. But yep, GG's to both players. Also welcoming Geomango if I missed your message. Hope all is well, Chris Kamara. Yep, next up we've got Sinksy against Waveboy. So feel free to get ready, guys. And we can get this underway fairly soon. Oh Jeff, oh Jeff. Nah, he had a nice Denmark guess though, you know. At least you had one really nice guess, to be fair. But getting I think Vicar Ronald round 1 is kind of rough, so it was always going to be a tough game, even if you feel like you played perfectly. I think Vicar Ronald's always going to be a tough player to play against. But yeah, GG's man, GG's. Yeah, I think Waveboy and Sinksy are ready, so good luck to both players, and I guess I will do the redeem. Right, I think it says 5 minutes ago. So that's 5 minutes. Thank you for the follow, Super Moss. Welcome in. I'd also welcome in DCL. Hope all is well. Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened on that round. Literally, it looked like Waveboy or whoever it was guessed Turkey. And then both sent West US somehow. Like, what the hell did I just see? I was so confused. Like, I genuinely thought it was game, and I just see. How is that even possible? Like, how is that possible? How can it bug out that bad? Maybe he zoomed to Turkey first and then zoomed out to US, but it was like so far behind the game master. Oh, big round there. Gotta get a tiebreaker. But to be fair, it was kind of base the first game. We had two crazy aim ones. To be fair, we had like the Luxembourg one, then we had the actual the one that won the game, which was crazy. So some good aim ones in this game. But it will mean there's a tiebreaker though, because Sigsy does get one back. Right now, it looks like is this Oz? Or is this the most misplaced US thing of all time? And it is Australia. It's just wow, which makes sense, I guess, because that's why we had like weird palms. Does it really feel right for Queensland? So that makes a lot of sense. What we got here? Some Cambodia action, maybe. But it is this map, to be fair, so like, who knows? Classic Australian trees, to be fair. Yeah, that felt too good to be true. Like, that felt too obvious for Cambodia. Sri Lanka does have those palms, kind of like follows that kind of line along the East India coast. Oh, both. We got. I actually like the Namibia call, but it could be just Senegal. To be honest. Yeah, that's a cook from Waveboy. What a guess. And that's game. Wow. Huge guess. I think quite a fair amount of us could have gone Senegal there, so very well played to Waveboy for getting the win. GG's. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't an obvious Namibia at all. I mean, it did feel a bit weird. Like, it wasn't a normal, like, it wasn't like a North Namibia either. That's why it felt so, like, dry. But yeah, GG's. Well played to Waveboy. Let's be real, he got that really nice aim on to get the win in the first game. Lucky, but just deserved from that, to be fair. Oh, Jeff. Yeah, unlucky Sinksy, but GG's. I mean, you both brought it to a tiebreaker, though, so it was a good game. Yep, GG's, Waveboy. Well played. Very well deserved. Next up, Koendu against Philip. So feel free to get ready, guys, and we can get your game underway fairly soon. The question is Philip awake? Is Philip awake? Oh, Jeff. He might not be awake. He might not be awake. Did he? He is signed up. Yeah, he did sign himself up. Yep. I will ping him and see if he is awake, Chris Kamara. But I think he might not be awake. So just an early warning. Thank you for the follow, Jojo77MK. Welcome in. Hope all is well. Right, I'll give a ping. We'll just give it a minute or two tops. Koendu, if you're listening in, might need to just give it a minute or two, and then if he's not here, then it will have to be delayed. Sorry if that is inconvenient, but that is the procedure. So, like, if this is delayed, then I guess it'll be Arl H and Vic Ronald who will be playing after this, but we'll give it a minute to see if Philip will get back to us. Otherwise, okay, why are the scores just so badly balanced? I'm so sorry for that, guys. Let me just do this. I need to check if these are in line. Give me a moment. They didn't look like they were in line at first. Yep. We'll just wait. We'll just wait for Philip. Right now, he's not online, so we'll give it another 30 seconds, and then if he's not here, we'll just move on to the next game. To be fair, because I know ROH has been around, right? Is ROH? I swear ROH message about Australia, yeah. So ROH is around, and obviously, Vicron did play before, so there'll be no issues with, you know, getting that game underway if Philip is not here right now. I'm eating breakfast, Jeff. To be fair, well, there's nothing better than eating breakfast and playing a Wolf Tracker map on NMPZ, to be fair. But I think we're going to delay the game. Coendu, sorry about it. Hopefully, Philip will get back to us soon. Rightio. So, RLH, Vicron, yeah, feel free to get ready, guys. Hopefully, RLH is not doesn't spill his cereal on his keyboard, Jeff. To be fair, but yep, if you guys are all good, feel free to get ready, guys, and we can get the game underway. So yep, we have had to delay the Coendu and Philip game because Philip might not be awake. He might have forgotten to wake up. Happens, or he's overslept. But yeah, we've got RLH, Vicar Ronald, myself and Lover, and then we've got LG and Waveboy, and then Topotic will play the winner of Coendu or Philip. Like I say, it depends because Topotic wasn't 100% sure if he would make it on time, so there is a chance, I guess, that Coendu could just get 2 buys, but hopefully not. But I think like if that does happen, Coendu, you'll be like the first semi-final being played. But hopefully your opponents turn up. I've had notification to Potic though, so that's fine. Well in advance. But Philip, I've heard nothing since the sign up. But yeah, let's see if RLH and Vicar are here. Looks like they are, so let's get them in. And yeah, I think we're good to go. Yeah, both players are ready. Best of luck to both of them. And we'll start shortly, so best of luck to them. And we'll start in 10 seconds. Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And GL. Okay, I've got a story post. This should just be a free South Australia. Similar region guesses right now. Don't mind it. Don't mind the region guesses here at the moment. I think they're pretty good. I think both of these guesses are pretty solid. I would have done the same thing. It was actually south of Mount Gambier. Yeah, I think sure that was like the most like less tree spam vegetation I've seen in around, you know, that close to Mount Gambier, but it made sense to be somewhere around there. Ooh, this is a weird one. We've got a Bulgaria zoom. I didn't think of Bulg. I don't know what you guys are thinking here. I don't know if NMK could even have rows like this, but it kind of reminds me of like something Balkany or I don't even know. I even thought of Russia for a second, but it's not Russia, right? So crazy round. So we got Spain versus Romania 50-50. It's Turkey. Okay, Turkey made sense in hindsight. I didn't think of Turkey, but it's a good round for Vic Ronald getting, you know, going more East Europe. Definitely helped him out there. Although neither got the country. I mean, it was a very tough round that. I think this should be Vietnam. I feel like it might be a bit more. It's either gonna be near the Cambo border or a little bit more north, a little bit northeast of where Vicar Ronald is. I don't think it's that north. We'll see where RLH will go. Oh, RLH is going Colombia. Yeah, I think that might be game. Yep, that is going to be 1-0 to Vicar Ronald. So that'll be 1-0. So Vicar Ronald will be 1-0 up in this game. And we can get ready for the second game very shortly. And let's see if RLH can bounce back with the win to bring it to a tiebreaker. Or will it be Vicar Ronald cruising through to the semi-finals with a second win? We'll find out, I guess, fairly soon. Okay, round one, we've got Holy Pole, I think, so it should be Portugal. There's a slight danger this could be like the Azores. It low-key made me think of that. But it does feel a bit too dry for there, but I don't know. I think safe guess is North Portugal here. And both players go there, and it is Vicar Ronald that does win the round, but both guesses are pretty much the same there. Yeah, we're in Bangladesh. Don't see an address. We do. It does look like we're having an aim-on attempt from RLH. But the aim-on attempt does not work. Unlucky Bezel. If you went Myanmar border, it would have been a cook. But the region guess was quite far off there, unfortunately, for both players. Okay, we've got a trident light pole, so it's looking... Wait. RLH? RLH? It's India, mate. Oh no, that's not an India. That's not a talent pull. Is he tunnel visioning with a Gen 4 and getting confused? He must have tunnel vision. There's no way he would normally miss this. Oh, Jeff. Well, that's gonna be GG. I think RH must have tunnel vision or something, because I feel like he would normally get that. And I guess it is the morning. He's too busy eating his breakfast. But yeah, GG's to Vicar Ronald. Very comfortable win there, I would say. And yep, comfortably into the semi-finals. Yep. Unfortunate mistake there from RLH, but it happens to us all. Yeah, I assume you tunnel visioned. Yeah, because the pole was obviously not... was a bit weird for Ty. I assume you saw the pole, right? Or did you not? Maybe you didn't see the pole. Yeah, the pole didn't make sense, yeah. How have you been... Yeah, because, like, there's a lot more small camp up in India nowadays, so, like, if you've not been playing as much, then that stuff can so easily happen. With the tunnel visioning. But, yeah, I mean, you're too busy enjoying your breakfast, Chris Kamara, so you'll be right. Waveboy is not around. Not Waveboy, sorry. Philip, sorry, is not here. So if Luva is available to play now, we can jump into it. We can jump into our game and get that underway. It would definitely be nice, you know, of course, to have more science for this Saturday morning Invitational, but like I say, the Invitational, there's a reason why Invitationals coming towards an end. But either way, it's still great to have a nice, nice group of people, you know, turning out to play on a Saturday morning. That's what it's all about at the end of the day, you know, getting the big numbers is, of course, a bonus. But yeah, I might have to ping Luva because he's here. Okay, he's here. Nice. So yeah, I didn't know he was too busy playing Minecraft, Jeff. But let's get Game Master off and get Luva in. And yep, we will get this underway fairly shortly. So good luck to Luva. I think, or Lover. Sorry, I keep pronouncing your name wrong. Lover, I think it is. Best of luck, man. We will get this underway very shortly. When it's been a late game, yes, ADs, but when it's been early, generally not. But he doesn't put early in brackets, so late in brackets, so it's on him really. But yeah, who knows? But yeah, good luck to Lever. I'm gonna just get the game underway. Let's have fun. And anything could happen on a chaotic Saturday morning, so let's just vibe it and have a good time. Let's do it. Okay. 23 is interesting. Why is this 23? Does it even have 23? I don't even know, bro. I don't even know if these roads have 23. Yeah, I was a bit confused with the road. Okay, 106, interesting. It felt very weird. It was going to be like some Lima outskirts or something more south if it was going to be Peru. I don't think I've ever seen these lamps in Brazil, so I'm pretty sure this is Paraguay. And kind of almost like a southwest grid. Of course, it's just the capital. Yeah, very understandable to just go Brazil there. But yeah, I think those lamps would be very unusual for Brazil. I feel like I've only seen like short lamps like maybe in Piranha that look like that, but they usually look a bit different. Can't make out a language. But I thought something like Czechoslovakia or something. Maybe more Slovakia. Lucky, I might go Poprad for the bands. Or Kesmarok maybe. I'm gonna try Kesmarok. It's kind of lucky. Reminds me of that. Okay, it was right on the Slovakia border though. That's why it felt a bit weird for Czech, but Liver does get the country right, so very well deserved. 2022. Could be a Mimosing. Maybe like a Northwest Mimosing. Who knows? I thought something like that could be decent. Okay, it's just middle. That's fine. That's gonna be GG. So that'll be 1-0. So we can update the score and then get ready for the next game. Have a good day, Jeff. Going to play CS2. Yep, take it easy, man. Thank you for playing. And yeah, GG's earlier. And yep, of course, if you do make next Saturday, awesome. But it's been great having you on in the Invitationals for sure. Okay, so we might as well go again. So good luck to Lover again, and let's lock in. Oh, bad days. First thought was Turkey. I could see a weird Italy or something as well. I'm going to go Turkey as my first thought, but I can't say I'm too confident with my guess. Okay, well that's a really nice guess. I mean, there's nothing Lover can really do against that, really. Like, he could have gone Europe and I still still region guess. I mean, how is that only 4.6k with 100 kilometers? How is that only 4.6k? That looked a lot more like I was going to get a higher score there. Crazy. kind of going like northwest, but not more north than west. Quite green. Is Arge. I'm gonna go Salter, I think. That makes sense why the angle didn't make sense. I didn't ever know where the grid that worked for that. But yeah, I mean, I did get a really nice turkey guess there, to be fair. So yep, that's gonna be GG. Thank you, Lover, for playing. Wish it was lasted obviously a bit longer, but at least it was a best of 3. Either way, and thank you for playing, man. It was good to see you sign up. It's been a while since I see you sign up, and of course it's nice to get some, you know, Australasia players involved. Like, this is the whole point of these Saturday mornings, is to get, you know, more Asia players involved if they can't make the time. But yeah, GG's, man, and thank you for playing, and hope you enjoy the rest of your day. If you got to go somewhere or lock in with Minecraft, that is totally valid. Yep, you're welcome, man, and yeah, yep, GG's for the games. And yeah, I guess we can check if Philip is alive. I don't think he is, Chris Kamara. So next up, I guess it's LG against Waveboy. I might just message to Potty and just let him know. Rightio, let me just check both players are ready. I think they're both ready, guys. So, yep. Let me just check also, get my YouTube chat on as well, because I keep forgetting to check that. Right, okay, I think we're good to go. So let me just change the mode and get LG in. And there we go. So let's do that. And best of luck to both players. And we'll start very shortly. In 5 seconds. GL, GL, GL. Let's do it. Waveboy against LG. Who will take the W? I don't know, Jeff. To be fair. Oh, Christoph Kamara. Right, yo. Let's move my camera up here. I think that is fine. And off we go. Okay, I didn't see where Waveboy went, but it looks like he went Ukraine. Okay. Will LG cook up some Ukraine here? Nope, it was Orenburg. Crazy Orenburg, that. Don't think I'm sending that. That was the most Ukraine looking round of all time. But I guess the flag colours were a bit sus, to be fair. They weren't the wasn't the Russia flag, but it was kind of like Russia flag colours. But the thing is, like, it could be the colours of the city flag. You just never know. But I guess that's the one thing that was a bit weird. Ooh, we got a big difference here. We got a Chile, New Zealand. Don't know what yeah, I don't know what Lover thinks about this one, but it's in Australasia. But it is New Zealand, to be fair. Big round from LG there, taking the win on the first game. But yeah, like I said, this map is quite brutal, so like the games can literally just end so quickly. But it's going to be 1-0 to LG. And let's get going for the second game. Okay, looks like we're going Hyogo here at the moment. Different vibe guess here from both players. Could be interesting. Looks like LG is just weighing up different urban areas. Looks like he is sending Kochi. But it is Waveboy that gets the round win there. Very nicely done. Getting more of an Eastern vibe there. Don't know if the polls were, you know, readable from the distance, to be fair. Yeah, this should definitely be Colombia. There is a good chance this could be, yeah, I don't mind like a west where LG is, but it could also be some weird bit off the east of Andes Road. I thought Choco or east of Andes for some reason. Yeah, it's the east of it's near the east of Andes at least. The rest was where I would have gone. Choco would have been my only other guess. It just felt like it was on the edge, like just the outskirts of the Andes or the outskirts of the valley. You know, the west side of the Andes, I guess is the best way of putting it. Can't make out this poll. Yeah, I don't mind the Kenya call. I could see Nigeria as well, though. It could be just small cam Brazil, I guess, as well. Yeah, very different guesses here. But it is just Nigeria, so Nigeria was the right option. And Waveboy, you know, unfortunately Africa is bloody massive, so it does not take too much off him there, but he does win the round, which is, of course, a good positive. Oh, he's going US on this car. I mean, to be fair, it does feel quite US, but I don't think they see the car. They definitely don't see the car, so this is one thing to mention. These guys won't be able to see the car because Game Master makes like some things visible that isn't visible on NMPZ. South Africa's definitely wrong because we know what the car is, but I also think the car is sus for US. Yeah, Brazil felt like the most logical one with the car, but they did not know that. They did not see the car. Because on Sidetrack, they all cars are hidden pretty much. Or it is intended to be hidden. Got a quick send in the Philippines here from Waveboy. Don't mind it at all, to be honest. But on this map, you just never know. You just never know if it's just something weird. LG needs to make a guess here. It looks like LG is also going Philippines. And yep. Nice round there from LG. Jeff, welcome in Wolf Tracker. Hope all is well, Chris Kamara. We're partway through the invitation, the 99th Invitational right now. We're playing Okosho map right now. As like the last Saturday morning. Invitational, because the 100th will be on a Saturday night, so this will be the last one in the morning, so you know, saving Sidetrack for, you know, special occasion. And we've got, I do like the West Austria vibes here. I do like that, but I feel like sometimes East Austria can be a bit baity. But it was actually in Switzerland. Yep, both players had the same idea though. Waveboy does have the slight lead. Coming into round 7. Round 7. And the multis are slightly favouring Waveboy, but let's be honest here with this map. You know, I think once you got 1.3 times, anybody could win. If, you know, like it's not going to be down. Just outreaching guessing. Like a lot of these games are decided by just guessing the right country or continent, so we've got more of an east guess from Waveboy, which is interesting. I would have probably gone more west, like a bit more central. It's a good round from LG there. And now he's in the lead by a couple of hundred, but this is a pretty much even game now, coming into round 8. Just Waveboy is slightly in the higher multis, but not by much. Okay, we've got a west guest in Kenya. I do agree with Kenya here. Oh, I don't like that zoom. Oh, no. I can see why he's considering Vietnam, though. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be Kenya. So that is going to be GG. And LG will make it through to the semi-finals. Right. We will check if Philip has got back to us. Because if Philip is here, then we'll do your game, Coendu. But I also need to check with Topotic if he is here in case Philip isn't. So I think what would happen, worst case scenario for you, Koendu, is the first semi-final will be played before your game. That's the latest that your game will be. So I will just check with Philip if he's here. Okay, Spotter said he can't at the moment, but he will probably in a few minutes. Yeah, we'll just give it a couple minutes just in case the Potter can be here quicker than expected. But I'll leave I think I'll give Koendu the bye for the Philip game at least. Yeah, but we'll just see. I mean, you just say a few minutes, but I don't know if that's 2 or 3 or a good 5 to 10. It was Orenburg Oblast outline on a building in round 1, but I clearly saw a Ukraine play. Oh my Jeff. Well, I guess Wolchek would have that location. Maybe he remembers it. Maybe he doesn't. Who knows? Yep. So yeah, the semi-final the first semi-final will be me and Vic Ronald. So that's gonna hopefully I can break the duck, but knowing my luck against Vic Ronald, it's probably not gonna happen, but we'll see. But yeah, I was gonna say I might as well say again, like this is the last Saturday morning. We are going to do an invitational on the Saturday evening next week. That'll be the very last one. Yeah, I can check. Can I check the game summary? Is that even possible? So yeah, this is the last morning one. It'll be interesting to see who gets the win today. Let me just check activities. Maybe I can check this, but I think it'll just show me and Fingy's game. You could go on my YouTube, Wolf. You could check the YouTube. It was like on the Orenburg Ufa border, right, Lviv? It was like on the border, I think. So on the border of Orenburg with Sverdlovsk, I think it's called, that Oblast. But you can check the YouTube, because I think YouTube you can go backwards a bit if you want to check back that round. Let me just check if it actually shows up. Yeah, I think it was the first round, weren't it? No, it was in the first game. Right, it might have been the first game. Yeah, it was the first game. It was like 45 minutes in. But yeah, there is an Orenburg Oblast outline that's pretty visible. I did not see that, to be honest. But yeah, that would have definitely helped. Yeah, nice. Anyways. You might need to DM me the link, Lviv. And then I can send it in the chat. So if you DM me by message, and I'll send it in chat for War Tracker. And then I think that is all good. Okay, let me just take a look at the summary. Yeah, so it was... Oh, you guys don't see this. I need to move this onto a different... It's moved it onto a different tab. That's annoying. Give me a second. Give me a second. Here it was. So this is the lot we had. Yeah, and there's the outline. Yep, unlucky. It looks like, yeah, is this the plate that made you think it was yellow, like Ukraine plate? Yeah, there's definitely a bit of yellow on this plate. It looks like it anyway, a bit weird. Yeah. Don't know if that means anything. Some weird shit sometimes. But yeah, interesting location. Surely that one's handpicked, Wolf. If that's not handpicked, that is kind of crazy. I can't have a look. You want to find out if it was handpicked or generated, to be fair. But yep, I think Andrew has been waiting, so I think I'll just check the deposit. Okay. Either it's AI Gen or I didn't notice. To be fair. That is quite a funny coincidence then. But I'd be like, if I had that in right, I'd be like, this is the most handpicked location of all time. Yeah, I've just checked with Topotic. Koendu. But I think if we don't hear from him in a couple of minutes, I think we'll just have to get the first semi-final out of the way. We just see that Topotic is up. He's just trying to sort out his router. I think he's got some issues going on at the moment. So it's not like he's not showing up. It's just like he's got some stuff at his end he's trying to sort out because, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's having problems that he can't control at the moment, so we'll just have to I think we'll just have to delay the game. I'm so sorry. Well, you might be getting a potential free semi-final if Topotic's issues don't sort out. I mean, it's out of his control, it looks like, but they could get better. Yeah, he has to. Yeah, he has to wait for somebody to sort this issue out. So, yeah, no worries. Right, so I think it's me and Vicar Ronald, so feel free to get ready, Vicar Ronald. I think we'll just do our game. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Topotic's having some issues right now, but hopefully, fingers crossed, they get resolved by the time we play our semi-final. After we play our semi-final. Okay, I need to get Game Master off, don't I? Let's get Vicar Ronald in. And yep, I think we're good to go. So good luck to Vicar Ronald. We'll start very shortly, so feel free to get ready. Right, let me just move my numbers. Then I think we're good to go. Even though the thing is kind of annoying with the lining up. Right, I think this is good. Right, we'll start in 5 seconds. So good luck to Vicar Ronald. And let's begin. Grass stop. I think, have I heard grass stop before? Oh, Lucky rings a bell. Oh, it's just something else. Okay. Yeah, I heard of Grass Stop before. Is that the same? Is that a municipality? Or am I going crazy? It might have been a municipality name. That's maybe how I remembered it. But I thought it was like a place name, not a municipality, which is a mistake, I guess. I assume this is Shri. Okay. Interesting guardrail. What year is it? I thought you could see Switzerland here or something. Like a Switzerland, Austria kind of thing. Maybe. Yep. Nice. Did consider Italy as well, but had more of an Austria Swiss vibe there. Okay. This is West Bengal being weird. Maybe. Maybe. It's a bit sus, this though. I would have to admit. This could definitely just be Bihar, but I thought it felt like a delta near, yeah, around here or something. Oh, bro, I hate this fucking place. How is that just south? Like, that was the least looking South India I've ever seen in my life. Like, I don't know how he got that. But I thought the way the fields were a bit weird, but I thought it was a bit of a depression. So I just thought it was going to be north. But like I said, whenever I play Vikram, it's like I'm just guaranteed to lose. Like, I just lose every game against him. He's literally the most bogey player I've ever played in my life. Maybe it's a weird for a cruise near SLP. I'm a bit confused. Okay, I should have just committed SLP, but it's fine. We got a good damage though, but 475 is not where you want to be at, if I'm being honest. But brings us back into the game, I guess. Great, this is not what I want. Mostly southwest. I'm worried about being the residential road, but I don't think it is. Yeah, of course. I'm going to lose because he just knows the fucking road. Literally nothing I can do about that. I just haven't learnt that stuff. I didn't find the road angle in Formosa, and I lost the game because of it. So, nothing I can do about that. I think I am... Yeah, I know he's one of the best players at India from what I've seen, but I'm kind of confused how I didn't get that, because usually I don't miss that area. It just felt very weird for... It just felt very weird for that part of India, I'm going to be honest. The way the fields were very sus, though. I would give it that. I mean, it's 1-0. It's still some games to go, hopefully. But yeah, I mean, maybe I should have just sent for Malta anyway, despite not finding the road. But I don't know. Vikram is just a better player than me right now anyway, so it's like, it's just fair. If I just get outplayed, it's fine. I can accept it. There's a bit of a weird monkey puzzle tree going on here. Is that planted, or am I getting bait by that? Maybe I'm getting baited by it. Yeah, we both got baited. It was just a Koi Haig hill. Why is there a monkey puzzle tree in Koi Haig? That's misplaced. Oh my days, that is mocking the bacon, Jeff. Oh. I can't tell if this is Nigeria or Cambodia. Or something weird. I think it's more Asia. I think I might go Cambodia here. Like somewhere in the east. Yeah, try some random cloudy road around here. I mean, this could be GG. Could even be Brazil, something. Okay, it was Cambodia. That's gonna be 1 apiece. Interesting road. We'll take that guess. I mean, Acre or Peru border made sense as well. But that'll mean there'll be a tiebreaker, Jeff. I think Spot It will be ready, by the way, after this game. But yep, good luck to Vic Ronald. Let's get this decider underway and begin. Okay. Is this like trying to be like a weird La Pampa or something? I hope it's not something like Mexico. That's what I'm worried about. How is that north? Like, what was that vegetation doing that far north? I don't... This country makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. I guess it's a Corrientes road, this. I swear I had a similar answers before. It's gonna go northeast but east, maybe it's the 22. Yeah, I remember the road, and this guy just 5k. Bro, this guy just 5k 2 Arge rounds against me. Fair enough. I didn't remember which road it was, but I knew it was with Corrientes. Fair play. Just Malta, I guess. Big 1 point for the multi. Okay, I'm getting India, okay. Is that sunflowers? I don't know what sunflowers are meant to be. Is this ever Maha ever? Nah, I don't think it is Maha. This is weird because I can't. Maybe it is Maha. I don't know. I'm skill issuing here. I'm skill issuing. It is Maha. Okay, I just gassed them. I should have just trusted my first thought. First thought was Maha, then I almost gassed it myself. I actually don't know what sunflower distribution is in India, to be honest. But I'm pretty sure it was sunflower. Okay, well this is a problem because I thought Brazil at first. I think it's still Brazil. What about Mexico or something? I think it is Brazil. Oh, but is it Brazil? I don't know. I might be throwing here. I should have committed Pernambuco. I don't know why I went Alagoas. That was accidental. I was kind of panicking towards Bayer towards the end, but I should have just sent where I thought it was. I would have done a lot more damage if I did that. Okay, first thought was... Bro, what do I even do on this? I thought Arge, but it doesn't feel like Arge. What else works? US, I guess. Chile. Maybe Chile's good. Maybe it's like one road in Chile. I don't know. It's probably GG. Yeah, bro. Of course it's fucking Turkey. I didn't think of Turkey in the time. Why do I always have to play Vicarone in a semi-final and a final? I always lose against this guy. I would have had like 5 invitational wins if I didn't play this guy all the time. Ugh, bloody hell. GG. I didn't think of Turkey. That's so bad. That's such a free Turkey. I'm annoyed about that. Alagoas? I mean, I was trying to send Pernambuco. So not, yeah, I mean, it was obviously not. I was kind of not sure where I put my marker. Ugh, so annoying. I mean, the turkey's free. I swear, Raleigh jinxes me all the time as well. Yeah, but it's the very red soil and the rocks, the volcanic rocks. It made a lot of sense for that area. Yeah, Raleigh, you are the biggest jinx. I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I play or whenever you join, I seem to like just play bad. Not, I didn't play bad against you, but you do curse me, unfortunately. Yep. So yep. Sapotic is here, by the way. So feel free to get ready, Koendu. Oh man, bro, I'm just destined. Whenever I play Vaporon, it's like I've already lost. Like I just know what's gonna happen. Like it's like just destined to, like, yeah. I mean, there's not that many people playing in these anymore, so even if we jokingly don't, I mean, we need him. We need all these. I need all you guys really to play, because, like I say, but we barely reach numbers nowadays for most of these invitationals. But yep, welcome in, Oslam and Riley, by the way. Hope you guys are doing well. I was such a free turkey. I just didn't think of it in 30 seconds. I just thought, like, I was looking Americas. I didn't even think of, like, Asia naturally in my head. So turkey never came into mind because of that reason. It's so annoying to lose on a free round like that. But yep. Why do I always, like, do a horrendous guess that knocks me out? It's, every time I get knocked out, it's something I do something stupid. All the time. But yep, good luck to Koendu and to Potter, by the way. I don't want to keep Koendu waiting any longer. Yeah, I mean, like I say, anybody was able to, like, you know, apply. They could just go on my Discord, just send me a message at, you know, that I can check on after the stream ends, and then usually I invite players who are like usually high champ, but I do, you know, allow, you know, high masters and low champs, you know, with the lower numbers. So, but on the 100th anniversary, it depends on the turnout. Like, we might have a good turnout for once on the really good turnout for once for the last one, but we'll see. But yeah, good luck to both players, by the way. We're just gonna start. But yeah, hopefully it'll be a nice turnout. Oh. It's not Game Master, fuck. It is actually. It is. Ignore me. Fair. Yeah, I mean, it's a Saturday morning. Like, at the end of the day, Saturday mornings is not. I very rarely play well in the mornings. I only play well in the mornings if I get lucky, pretty much. But yeah, I didn't mean to send Alagoas, by the way. I was thinking Pernambuco straight away, but I gassed it myself like a fool, like I always do. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, especially on side trek. Yeah, it's just going to happen. I'm just kind of devastated that round was just so free. Like, you just have to bring up the country and you go in there. Like, you just have to, like, think of the country and get it. Well, neither plays in Austria right now. And I think it is Austria. I did like that call. Very nice. But speaking of continent streaks, that's why. But I mean, rather, like, no matter how well I play, on any day, if I get drawn against Vicar Ronald, I just lose. Like, I just lose. To be fair. Yeah, hopefully I will be trying to get into that hopefully next year. Otherwise, I have a better chance of being in the retirement cup, I guess. This one, Taiwan. Oh, Jeff. That is unlucky, Bezo. Right continent, though. So it's a continent streak. To be fair. Oh, Jeff. Oh, Jeffrey Bay. No, I'm pretty sure it's done for me. The only way that it could somehow happen is if 2 people can't make the play-in in EMEA. That's like, I think, the only way it can happen. Because Riley's finished above me, and obviously and there's no, I can't play. The thing is, like, players in the world, he can't play in the open wildcard, so it's pretty much GG. UK wildcard, yeah, it's not happening. I think the only way that could happen is if they did it in London or something, or somewhere in the UK. I mean, I would not want to go to London, but if I have to go there to play in the World Cup, then I guess I will. Who would participate? I mean, if you get rid of the age, then a lot, but just get rid of the World Cup, to be fair. I'll still somehow fucking bottle it. But that's going to be game, so that is 1-0 to Koendu. Very nice round there from him. But don't get shamed, Potic. There's no need for that. There's no need for that. It's all good. Just, yeah. If it's like if it's in a joking mate, you know, it's fine. But I think, like, I don't think you know to play it too well, so just think twice before guest shaming. That's all I would say. Some people, like I say, a lot of us can laugh it off, but I don't think it's fair. I mean, he doesn't really grind as much anymore, so I wouldn't put that expectation on him. That's all I would say. I mean, like I say, I think Mexico's fair on this map. You know, it's quite a rough map, and you can kind of gaslight yourself. It's very valid. I mean, yeah, I don't think I can say that word though. That's the problem though, Davido. I can't say that word because if I pronounce that, then it's a racial slur. So yep, I don't think I can say that. So I think I'll call him Koendu for now. Just in case it triggers something, you know. I'm not going to explain it. People can read between the lines. It's not with a K, it's with a C. Yeah. It's not with a K, it's with a C. But it's pronounced the same, I guess. You can, yeah, I mean, it's fine. Like I say, you know, I mean, we can laugh because, like I say, this map is kind of crazy, so you're going to see more wild guesses anyway. Like I say, I'm sure these guys will laugh this off. Yeah, I'm always worried, like, when I pronounce names, I'm really scared of, like, pronouncing it wrong and it sounding like something very different in terms of, like that, for example. Like, I just started calling someone that, and so I just heard a bit of it. It looks like I'm flat out calling them that. So yeah, I don't know. I try and be careful with what I say. Obviously, our pronunciation is bad anyway, which is kind of a meme, but yeah, I have to be careful with that example. But yeah, Koendu gets some points back. I mean, pretty even game so far. I mean, I didn't miss a free turkey before, but it's one of those things, like, sometimes you just need to bring up a bloody country. If you don't bring up the country, then you're kind of cooked. Yep. I'm still intrigued about that Tamonado. I don't know if Vicar Ronald is still here. Was there anything that helped you go Tamonado there? Because I was wondering if there was anything to do with if the field management was a bit. I thought the field management was a bit weird. But other than that, I didn't really have enough to go there. I thought it was a bit weird for West Bengal, and it didn't feel right for Bihar the way fields were gridded. But I guess maybe the fields would be more gridded for West Bengal. I don't know. But if you're here, Vikrant, I'm curious about the Tamil Nadu, India. If there's anything that made you vibe south, or if it was like a wet season cluster, you know, there that works well. But not as if you're not here or just hopping on and off. That is, of course, very fine. Thailand, wait, facts. Watch this somehow be somewhere else now. Watch this be like Pearlist Malaysia, low-key. That would be hilarious. But yeah, just a free Thailand. But you never know on this map. You never know. If it was 50-50 world, then I would be a bit suspicious. If it on this map, I think you have to go Thailand, 100%. But on 50-50 world, usually the rounds that you think are most free end up being the rounds that you go wrong on. So, but this is obviously not 50-50 world. This is Sidetrack. It's not as difficult as 50-50 world. I can tell you that for a fact. Yeah, but I actually don't know, to be fair. Is it meant to be like a seasonal thing anyway? The rice colour? But maybe I'm mistaken. I don't go too in depth with the cover. I don't know if there is difference in like different types of rice, but I thought it was more of a season thing when they change colour. But maybe there's some artificial stuff. I have no idea. Oh, is this SA? We got a stupid blur thing, but it's the other side of the car anyway. I'm a bit confused. It could be a weird Western. It could be a weird SW as well, I guess. Yeah, I was wondering if it was a seasonal thing, yeah. Australia, yeah, I think it's Australia. I just don't know. Okay, it was SA, but right on the border, yeah. I was wondering because he didn't really feel like any of the main roads. So it was the inner Minka area. Yeah. I'm looking forward to, like, you know, with the YouTube content, like, when I actually start doing, like, I've got, like, an idea to, like, do videos where I can kind of grind collectively with you guys and kind of help you guys out, because obviously I'm doing right now some play-alongs for countries, and obviously players in general, but I might, like, introduce, like, skill test episode of videos here and there, which might be quite fun, and those who actually want to, you know, do it and, you know, have their own results and data, I might actually be happy to, oh, that's going to be game. I'll talk about that afterwards, but a very nice Slovakia guest there from Topotic. But pretty much, like, I'm planning to, like, do some sort of, like, skill test related video, and I will probably, like, get data and collect results from the games, and those who play or play all of them or are interested, I can also get, like, your own unique spreadsheet potentially, so you guys have something to, you know, look at and see if you can improve in the future in certain areas, or in general. It depends on the type of skill test it is, I guess. But yep, let's find out who's going to make it to semi-finals. Will it be Koendu or will it be Topotic? We'll find out very soon. Cheeky bollards in Slovakia there, to be fair. Average hungry bollards in Slovakia. They do replace the bollards now. Yeah, exactly what Wolfchecker said. Yep. Low-key, why does this feel like East Turkey but not at the same time? Ooh. Cheetah is bold. I mean, it's an aim on. That's a crazy... I mean, is it like some weird makeover? Is like, what the hell was that? I mean, I guess it made sense for, like, the Russia side, but damn, it felt wrong for East Turkey, but I didn't like Far East Russia, though. But we're getting a fair amount of aim-ons today, more than normal. Yeah, Topotic needs a big comeback here. I mean, he is capable. I mean, he is definitely capable. But he needs to win one round to start things off, and I think this is going to be some May coverage, but which... And I can't tell what antenna is, unfortunately, and they won't be able to tell either. The road quality, I mean, it could be just... I guess it could just be something... It's either gonna be Vladimir or it's gonna be some baity like Kemerovo shit. That's my toss up here. I do not like Ukraine though, but Topotic is very far east. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't think that coverage worked for Ukraine, but I guess maybe I was thinking of May coverage. I guess for Ukraine, but it felt a bit earlier than most Ukraine coverage. I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain the vibe there. But yeah, Topotic got double aim on Russia is kind of rough. Not gonna lie. Topotic got the country twice, but still got aim on both times. That is just unfortunate, to be fair. But to be fair, I think Kwendu, even though Ukraine was a bit of a circus type of moment, I mean, he deserved the win probably from the first Russia. He had a better vibe, I think, with the landscape, and just the location was better. Yeah, there's a brand, Fayata only in Russia. Yeah, I have no idea about that matter. Good to know. So Fayata, yeah, I don't know if either player would have known that, but good knowledge, Chris Kamara. And it is Kwendu that makes it through. But yeah, it's a bit unfortunate with the aim on the end, because I think like where he guessed made sense. I think he went where I was thinking. Like, it could have been Perm May coverage as well. So I expect him going east. But yeah, it was just something east of Moscow. It's just rough to lose like that. But it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. So it does mean we have LG and Kwendu next. So feel free to get ready, guys. Did I get... It was 2-1, I think. I lost 2-1, didn't I? So, yeah. LG and Kwendu, we can get you guys underway shortly, I guess. Kwendu's just going to play every game by now. To be fair. It's usually without naming, just white 5 on the circle. On red circle. Got you. Yeah, thank you. I would try to remember that, but that's the type of thing that's very hard to remember. Okay, is the thing breaking or am I trolling? Okay, right, okay. So, let's get this game underway. And check if they're both screen sharing and stuff. And they are, so good luck to both players. And we'll start very shortly. How long have we been streaming for, actually? I actually have no idea. An hour and a half, okay. Yeah, I mean, I've got a lot to record, but it's not even 11 yet, and we're getting close to the final. Crazy. Maybe I can just yap after the Invitational about a couple of things. I don't know. That might interest you guys, but yep. Let's just start the semi-final between Kwendu and LG. Good luck to both of them. And we start off with Polish, right? Yep. We got a Bioli stock. I mean, I actually don't mind that East 5. But it could also be a bit more south. I feel like it's south but also east. I could see like a Lublin or something, maybe. Maybe. Nope, just middle. It's always middle. I mean, it is towards Kaliningrad. It did feel like towards like kind of like where it's kind of probably look a bit more shit, I guess, like the architecture and stuff. But Poland's just impossible at times to reach, I guess. Unless you're Adams or somebody or other Polish experts, to be fair. So I'm just checking my phone. Yeah, seems like a safe send Manila, but could be a bit more north. Kwendu does get closer there. Well, nicely done. should be India. Wind farm? India with this kind of coverage is interesting. Is this like... am I correct if I think this? Is this ever like the wet season stuff in Rad, but we're next to the wind farm? Or am I overcooking that? Maybe I'm overcooking that. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Rob Jovi, welcome in. Hope all is well. Okay, they don't see the Carbler. So they don't know it's small cam. But then again, like, you know, I think where was it in India then? I didn't check. I don't think it was Raj, right? Where was it? So it'd be good to know where that was. I guess I could check at the end of the game if you guys didn't see either. Yeah, I think we have got like a white stick that's quite good for Leif. It looks like LGE is considering bolting. I think he could switch here, but I think he's too scared to switch from Ukraine. And for Kwendu's going to take advantage of that. And it's looking good for him at the moment. Might be making it all the way to a final here, if he keeps this momentum up. Okay, this time we've got Ukraine Zoom again, but this feels like August though. I mean, this feels very late for Ukraine. Unless it's just a very weird late June. And I think you kind of have to send Russia here, but maybe LG knows something. But I think the coverage is too late. I think it feels too late in the year. But despite the season, I do see the Ukraine vibe though. But yeah, I mean, Kwendu definitely played very clean there. Very well played first game from him. And he's one win away from making it to, I believe, his first final. I don't think he's been to a final before, so be interested to see how he does. But like I say, we're getting close to the end of the Saturday morning invitationals. This is the very last morning invitational today, so there will be no more morning ones after this. There will be one this Saturday though, so if anyone's interested and curious, Saturday evening, 7:30 PM, there will be a 2v2 invitational. And if any of you guys are potentially interested, you can just contact me in Discord, like just DM me or just join my server and apply, and we'll see what numbers we can bring to it. And yep, interesting New Zealand there. Did anybody remember the India round? I forgot to check. But yeah, yeah, it's going to be the 100th anniversary as well, by the way, the last one. So it's going to be a very special occasion next Saturday. It'd be very nice. Seeing so many legends play would be very awesome. And also it's the week after the World League ends as well, so maybe some of the players in the league who maybe, you know, have a bit more time could be up for it. And I think some people really like the 2v2s. But the problem with me doing 2v2s is when I do regular invitationals, like, we really struggle with numbers anyway, so doing the 2v2s, it could be even as difficult to get the numbers. But for the last one, it's definitely worth doing, and the door will be open to, you know, anybody, like, especially like anybody. I mean, it's probably going to be much more favouring solid high masters, I would say, or your reputation in the community. But, you know, masters and lower champs can still apply and sign up, because I have no idea what the turnout's going to be like. Yeah, I will definitely advertise it. I think I'll also be directly inviting people as well. There'll be a sign-ups page. There'll be a sign-ups, obviously, for people to play. But I would likely invite, you know, some people who don't really check the server much or aren't on the server that I would like to invite personally to join and take part. Would be pretty cool. Interesting tiled roofs here. This is a very weird dry Romania. I mean, it feels western. This architecture feels more west. Yeah, the architecture feels a bit more west or central, yeah. It didn't really feel eastern to me. Not necessarily the tiles, but like the way it almost looked more Serbian, the buildings from the side. But yeah, it will be advertised more for sure, and see if there's somebody can commentate with me as well, who can help out in that area of promotion too. But we'll see. But want to make the last one very special because, like I say, these have been going on for 2 years. Like, they've been going on for a very long time. You could argue probably the most consistent tournament thing going, you know. Especially at one point it was. But obviously, I think maybe a year or two ago, a lot of people were just more ready to sign up for as many tourneys as that were available as possible. Whereas I think nowadays, like, when you do tourneys a bit too often, you know, it gets a bit repetitive for a lot of people. But each invitationals, the whole purpose of them was, you know, for you guys to join in. If you got a Saturday morning, not much on, you want to play, you can play. If you fancy the Friday, you can play as well. You know, like, the whole point is like there was something to do on the evening, because there was a point where there was literally no tournaments happening, like, at all. I mean, they're barely happening nowadays anyway, but obviously the World League, when that started last year, that definitely had an impact on a lot of things with turnout and stuff. Because I think all the players who were playing were in the World League as well last year, I think. But yeah, just needs to advertise it, yeah. Now this week I was debating to advertise the Saturday morning one a bit more, but I'm going to be honest, like, my week was quite busy and I kind of want to save all that energy for the last one with all the advertising. And just, you know, let the regulars, all those who are interested, immediately to play. But that is a big Mexico round there. Also welcoming Adams, by the way. So LG does bring it back. I mean, it wasn't looking good for him at one point. I mean, he was really trailing for a lot of that game. So a very big round there from him to bring it to a tiebreaker, because that is the first round, really, where I think Coendu has been trailing. So, yep, tiebreaker time. Let's see who makes it through to the final. Will it be LG or Coendu? I don't know if LG got to the final last time. I think he got to the semis. So it might be a PB for either of them, whoever gets to the final. But they got a very tough game against Vicar Ronald. I think Vicar Ronald will be licking his lips in the final, but with this map, anything's possible. Anybody could win. But yeah, also hope all is well, Adams, by the way. Hope things are going great. You missed the Poland earlier, or you were lurking? It was like towards Kaliningrad. Not super close, but it was more towards that kind of border area. There's also a Genfo small cam wind farm in India that I still haven't checked where it was. I don't think I'll be able to unless I look back at the stream, I guess. I guess I could do that after the game because I want to know where that wind farm is. I do need to do some more big country in-depth studies here and there whilst improving at some long-term stuff. It was like Madhya or Maha, so yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't remember where the wind farm clusters are in Maharashtra. I mean, I don't actually know I don't really think of many clusters in Madhya Pradesh or Maharashtra, but I think Madhya Pradesh might be more likely. But wait, birds. We've got stilts, Jeff. We've got stilts. There's some sort of stilt. This. It looks like a stilt, Jeff. Birds. Anyways, sorry. Got distracted. Yeah. I do need to like really revisit some countries properly. But I think it will come naturally. It will come naturally with the time I've got now. And it was Punjab. Interesting. Maybe those birds could have carried, maybe. Who knows? Maybe that has a distribution in West India and it's not found east. You never know, Jeff, but I feel like birds quite a widely distributed species, potentially. Some sort of wader. And Sutherland, does Sutherland show up or is that changed name? Was it like Why am I thinking it's very west? Like Northern Cape. Okay, we've got Sutherland there. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Is that Western Cape? I think it is, yeah. The thing is with South Africa now, like, I question if, like, the name still shows up half the time, because they obviously changing the names quite a lot. And Sutherland sounds like a name that could get changed. Where would you go here? 2024. Loki feels like some weird eco coverage. Or a very weird west, very far west Arequipa. Maybe. Oh, what a guess from Coendu, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's the thing, Ral. You've also, obviously, you got other stuff in your life, but at least, like, you got time to build things up and get things started. Like, I think that's the same case with me. I think we're going to be in very similar boats. Your move's probably more up to scratch than mine, though, I would say. That's something I need to work on a lot. To have that sense that I can control games again. Because that's the mode that you can control games the most on, if you are strong at it. Welcome in, Mayo, by the way. Hope all is well. Welcome into the stream. But yeah, moving will come with time. Just need to practice a lot. And yeah, I think like the coach my sister will help me go through like certain countries naturally. Like some things like Australia, when I teach a sister, obviously like I can't really grind that whilst coaching because she's like very new to it. It's like I'm not gonna learn outback roads, you know, to help her get an outback road. You know, like that is a bit too wild. But like something like the Baltics or like doing like certain part of Europe, for example, and it's like, okay, I'll teach you some like Baltic stuff. Okay, she knows a lot of fundamentals already. Good. Maybe I should pick up some car clusters, you know, and pull a Streffen like last night. But that's gonna be game, a huge comeback there from LG. I thought Coendu was gonna go straight through to the final with a 2-0 win, but what a comeback from LG there to make it to the final. And I think it is his first final. I can double check. But yeah, let me just check. I think it's his first final. Yeah, LG's very first final, by the way. So it is a PB from him. Coendu's been to a semi-final before, so unfortunately no PB for him. But I think he had a good run. He had some great guesses. But I think it's your first final, man. Yep. You're in the final. Congrats. And you'll be facing Vika Ronald, who's only won the Invitational 4 times. So no pressure. But yep, should be a fun game. And yep, let's get Vikrod in. And I think we're good to go very shortly. Let me know if you're good to go, LG. If you need a minute, let me know. But if you want to just crack on, then we can jump into it. Just in case you need a drink or something, because you did have quite a tense game. I will message him if he does he get back to me, or I mean he is screen sharing, so he might just be ready. Okay, maybe he's just locked in. Right, we'll start the game anyway. So good luck to both players. And yep, we'll start very shortly, so best of luck to LG and Vehicle Ronald. Not gonna lie, I read Vehicle Ronald as Vehelica Arnold for a second. That would have been hilarious if I said that out loud. Vehelica Ronald. Oh, Jeff. That camp low-key screams Mexico, not gonna lie. Red Brick. Interesting. Is this like some weird West Coast shit? Like, is this ever a crazy Acapulco or something? Or is that like the craziest call of all time? Guess we'll find out. And yo, it was a crazy call. I didn't think it was way too dry for her, but it was for the culture. It was for the culture. You never know with this map. You never know. But yeah, I'm gonna have fun recording a video after this. I was trying to record it yesterday, but I didn't like. It ended up just being like a 2 hour. It ended up being like an hour yap. So you can imagine trying to edit that. So I'm gonna do like another retake, and it'll be a lot of fun. Quite an opinionated, I think, kind of thing as well, that you guys can kind of share your thoughts on things, and like I say, you might have different preferences to me and stuff about the topic I'll be talking about, so it should be a fun video. I think it should be out tonight. I think I'll be able to get it out tonight. Obviously, I'm doing some US grinding at some point this evening, but I might like push it forward a bit, more forward into the evening maybe. But yep, a nice round there from LG. He's in the lead now, guys. He's in the lead. Okay, should be France. I need to get better with the Brittany versus like Normandy stuff. I really need to get better at France. But yep. LG maintaining the lead right now, but the Maltese, you know, are still always going to be dangerous. I mean, this is obviously Mexico, but I do prefer. I don't know. I mean, it could be Sonora. I don't mind that call. It could be a bit more south though. I could see something more baity, more south. But I do like the Sonora call. But it could be like more like a weird. It could be a weird Durango or something, or Chihuahua. But I did like the Sonora call though. I think that was the best guess. France is so viable. Well, to be fair, Adams, when we play the live chalice, I think got second, and I don't even play France. So yeah, I just don't think many people are good at France, to be honest. Maybe it's more viable for you, but I don't know. I just never really give it a practice. You can't build up good vibes if you don't practice it. For me at least, anyway. That's the case. Otherwise, I'd be already good at it. I feel there's some rounds in France that always catch you off guard, though. That's the problem. I mean, he is from Ukraine. I mean, I guess, like, that's the only way Vikarano's going to lose points. Ukraine is against someone from Ukraine, I guess. Crazy guess there. Was that urban as well, or am I going insane? Was that urban? I didn't actually check what the round looked like, but that was a really nice guess. Maybe we just got his... I mean, he's called Lviv GeoGuessr, so I assume he's not from there, so... With Lviv in his name. But yep. Very nice guess. Got a final in our hands, guys. LG... For all we know, if he wins this, he might be the last person to win his first. You never know. You never know. Yeah, but what do you mean by close? Like, do you mean 4.6? Do you mean 4.8? Like, what would you class as close in France? Like, score-wise, on a global map. If you go based off distance, that's also fair. Whatever floats your boat. So I feel like a lot of people underestimate how, like, consistent they are at certain countries. Less than 100 kilometers. Okay, I want to see you stream France only, and I want to see that in action, because 100 kilometers is like, yeah, that's pretty good. But I guess like 100 kilometers is like 4.6k or 4.7k, right? Or am I going crazy? Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of France rounds where there are France rounds I feel like are kind of impossible. Like I feel like North France, like Northwest. enough. You're not following me, so that's tough. Oh, Jeff. I mean, I will try and make sure I follow you. Don't worry. I mean, I can literally just follow you now, to be fair. There you go. Yeah, I keep forgetting to follow. I'm so lazy with following. Or remembering to follow. But yeah, what's it? What I was gonna say, I don't know, Jeff. Okay, now I've just got Adam's blocking my entire chat. It looks like great. Okay, I'll just close that down. It's all good. I don't know. I keep forgetting to follow people. It's fine. But yeah, I don't know if you joke about the France thing now. But anyways, I'd be interested in seeing more experienced players at France try and region guess and explain the thought process. So I feel like it's a country that's underestimated. But that's going to be a win for LG. LG is going to take it 1-0. So LG is 1 win away from winning his first Invitational, guys. 1 win away. And it was also a really nice guess in Ukraine. I don't know what that round looked like, but he cooked the baked beans with it. Oh, that's his profile. Oh, Jeffrey Bay. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's a very nice close guess. Very nice guess on that round. I'll try to stream a lot from June. Nice, let's go. Yeah, I think right now I'm trying to aim for a similar thing too. But like I think this week's been kind of a bit obviously unpredictable with it's post World League week and also what was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm trying to get ahead with the YouTube. So like once like the YouTube videos schedule's a bit more ahead, then I can kind of like feel a bit better with like being active, still keeping that activity more active on both platforms. Obviously I feel like I want to put Twitch first, but YouTube is a good foundation, and a lot of people are enjoying the YouTube and the educational stuff. Oh, Jeffrey Bay. 3 maths exams. You got that. You'll be right. Just don't always put 67 as a guess, and I think you'll be fine, mate. Be a good luck with your preparation with the exams. Hope they go well. Hopefully go well, and they do well enough, and you do well enough. The main thing, as long as once it's out of the way, it's out of the way, But yeah, June's gonna be a very active month for me as well. So that's the thing with not being in the World League. It might be a good thing, to be honest, for like being active on here, doing some more fun stuff with you guys, and also actually make sure I grind properly as well. In June, I'm turning into Prime YRP. To be fair, I just hope by the time it comes to New Year that I become I'm just a better player long term. 20 hours a day on map making that, to be fair. Sometimes you just gotta put the hours in. Chris Kamara. Key thing is just consistency and keeping up to date with things, really. And whatever approach works best for you is what works best for you. But for me, I've never really a person who will improve very quickly. I feel like give me 2 or 3 months, you probably see a big difference. Hopefully. So far, Vicona does have the lead in this game. Hopefully, I won't get kicked from the. Oh my days, bro. Yeah, I don't know I still don't know if there's been any updates about that. It's kind of gone quiet, hasn't it? I noticed .kg didn't get any points on week 1, right? Did he just not play, or did he just refuse to play? I don't know what happened there. But didn't .kg have 0 points on week 1? Okay, Vicron is starting to play really strong right now. And does have a pretty decent lead coming into the 5th round. Fair. He's just giving everyone a head start. I respect it. This just feels like it's near Yorkshire, to be honest. Or is it something else? It does feel a bit weird. The mixture of architecture is a bit weird, though, okay. I mean, the building to the right looks very Yorkshire. But it might be some weird, yeah, some weird Northumberland stuff. Yeah, I mean, Northumberland made sense because it kind of felt a bit off. Like, it felt strangely flat, and also... I've been to Northumberland. I did some, like, conservation work there on an island nearby, and there was some... I did see some weird shit there before. I mean, I don't know if it was in Scotland, over Scotland border, but I've seen some weird shit like that sometimes. But yeah, I wonder if that was handpicked, Wolf Trekker. The thing I didn't like for Ali was the pastel houses combined. And the fact it was pastel houses and super flat. That felt very weird. I thought like with the areas in Yorkshire I thought it would be a bit, it wouldn't be as super flat. And where it's super flat, I would not expect that them houses. Yeah, exactly, yeah. But LG is definitely struggling in this game against Vicar Ronald. I mean, on paper, Vicar Ronald is the stronger player. But you never know on this map. You never know. It only takes one round and it can just change like that. I mean, LG had a crazy comeback against Coendu, to be fair. A Rio send, I don't mind it. I mean, I prefer it than the Mina send. I would definitely go more east. But it ends up being very, yeah. I didn't like where LG was. But it definitely could have been near the Vittoria de Conquista stuff. I wish I knew UK architecture. I mean, there's a resource out there to know some of the fundamentals. Like, Wolf Trekker literally made one like 2 or 3 years ago that, you know, explains like the Scottish architecture, you know, the architecture in Yorkshire and stuff, and also thatched roofs and stuff. Like, there's some fundamentals out there already. I mean, maybe you already know them ones, but it's more doable than it sounds. Like, I feel like 2-3 years ago, a lot of people just didn't bother because UK barely turned up, and that's gonna be game. And also, like, a lot of people just find architecture hard to learn if they don't get the vibe straight away. But also, the problem with architecture is like that it isn't always 100%. Like, you have to treat it with a pinch of salt. It should be on region guessing meta library. I think you just go to UK section. There should be something like that. Obviously, I will get on with this game, but I think it's on there. I think Wolf Trekker made. There's some UK guys on there. Just be aware that if you ever look at the Wales guide, the coverage metas I think are outdated. But other than that, yeah, there's not much else that needs changing on that Wales guide. On them Wales guides, just need to update the coverage learning stuff. There was a round yesterday we had Winter Brecon Beacons, and I recognised it immediately because I remember that seasonal coverage 2 years ago when doing a thesis equivalent of a guide for Wales. Right, so we are in Indonesia here. I do prefer more Nusas, but it is North Sulawesi. Fair enough. But like I say, the winner of this game wins the 99th Invitational. Like, it could be both of these guys' last opportunity to win one. Because, like I say, it'd be a 2v2 on next Saturday. And there's probably going to be a lot of players potentially playing in that. So, who knows, Jeff? But we've got to send in Muggler. Do not mind that at all. It could be just in Maris Beach. I mean, to be fair, I mean, I guess it could be South Coast. I mean, there is a danger of being North Coast, but I think with the Palms, you kind of have to send South. But this could be surprisingly baity. Yep. Look, he did say beach, to be fair. Okay. Surprised that these plates weren't yellow, to be fair. At first glance. Belgium is fair. I don't really see the sides properly, but I mean, the other option would have been France, I guess, but Belgium probably makes sense. Yep. OG does win that one. nothing's happened at the moment, so we still yet to see a big round happen. This could cause problems, but we have got a rounded pole, no supports, which I think I've seen often enough in. You get it in Bayer, but I've also seen it sometimes on Pernambuco Coast, but I've also seen it in RN. I think I've seen rounded poles quite often in RN, like Natal area, and I think I like Natal the most, but we'll see. I think LG needs to guess. Oh no. I think he's just confused himself. It's going to be RN. And that's going to be GG. I mean, speaking of big round moments, that is what it's going to end on. So, yeah, GG's to Vicar Ronald. And that will mean he is a 5-time champion in the Invitationals. So, GG's to Vicar Ronald. A very nice performance. And also, like, he did also get the right city on the Brazil as well. So, a very strong ending from him there. So that will mean we have another 5-time champion, and yeah, he takes the W today. And I'm actually curious of, like, you know, with whoever, you know, the winners list, but I don't think I have the full winners list. I guess I can check Wikipedia, but yeah, I don't think many people have won 5 invitationals. So I can actually have a look right now to see who's on the server who's won it 5 or more times. Yeah, Adams has won it 5 times. I've won it 5 times. So, and then Gingy and Moo has won it 6 times, and then you had Zeke win it 10 times. So yeah, you can tell that Zeke has won a lot more than everybody else. But yep, either way, GG's to everybody. But yeah, that is the 99th Invitational done. So it is crazy, you know, like, just find the Invitational stuff. But if we go to, like, the Invitationals page, shout out everyone who's been keeping us up to date, by the way. But yeah, just look at how many invitations there have been, guys. Like, it goes all the way back to 2024 from April. You know, so it's been 2 solid years of invitationals. And wow, like, just look at how many people have played. Like, and you know, it's awesome. Awesome that these have been going on for so long. But like I say, it's going to come to a conclusion, you know, next Saturday. It will be over very soon. And unfortunately, there's not enough memory there. That is very unfortunate. But yeah, like, obviously I've probably played the most because I've signed up to most. But, yep. Some people are playing literally half of the invitationals. Like, Gingy and Olympia playing 57. Zeka playing 43. And then I've got played 78 and only won 5 times. Kind of a stinker from me, but at least I've won some. But like I said, invitation is not about winning, you know, all the time. It's for the community. It's for having a good time with you guys. And yeah, like I say, it's been a great run. It's been a great run doing these. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the stream today and playing as well. And of course, let's give a big shout out to everyone who played today. So shout out to Ades, Vicar Ronald, Sinksy, Waveboy, Coendu, Philip, Topotic, LG, and Luva, and RLH. GG's, guys. Thank you all for playing and spending your time on a Saturday morning, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, like I say, the 100 Invitational, I will definitely try to make sure it's a bit more promoted, and there'll be a lot of invites, I think. And if you are interested in potentially playing in the last Invitational, you can apply. You know, I think there is a slight chance for anybody who's, you know, if, like I say, it depends on the turnout numbers, but there might be a qualifier process, even if the numbers are high, for, you know, for there to be the potential opportunity for anybody to play. But we will see. It depends on the situation. But either way, it's been fun. And once again, GG's to Vicar Ronald for taking the win. And that will mean that the Saturday mornings have concluded. And of course, give a shout out to Ultrekker with his Sidetrek map. And yep, GG's to everyone. Thank you all for watching. And I will end the YouTube stream first. So thank you everyone for watching on YouTube. I'll catch you, I think, later today. I think I'll be streaming some US, Minnesota PB hunting it's the final day of doing it before moving on to a different state. But yeah, thank you everyone who's been watching YouTube. I will catch you all soon. Jeff. And now I will